Lafayette 24, Penn 14. A good win by John Garrett and his football team. He goes over and congratulates Ray Priori. Ray, of course, a real class act in the Ivy League. But today, it was all Lafayette. If you don't believe me, take a look at these highlights.
Well, it really was, and they learned how to finish today. Lafayette, the game highlights, obviously, you're going to see Joe Gillette, and this was a big play, and I talked about in Inside the Huddle, getting the ball to your backs and stuff away from that big defensive line checkdowns. They did it a different way. They did it with zone read, and they did it with some other plays, and, you know, Penn's got an explosive offense, as you see right there. A really nice job by Starkey, who played hurt the entire game. Lafayette's going to take a 10-7 lead here on a nice kick by Trestic there. He's going to get that up and good by Micah Pettit. This kid again, look at, there's the hit by Deron Gilbert that was called a target, questionable call, but Marco Olivas, how much can you say about him and Preston Forney today? They were in the backfield, they were causing havoc. Ryan Craig and some great football players you saw today in this ball game. Penn's going to get in the end zone, take the lead here, 14-10, but a play later, Lafayette answers the bell. Watch the young quarterback here sidestep. Two hands on the football, reset, hit Gillette, and then Gillette says, I'm not getting stopped at the 20. I'm cutting this back for the touchdown. Lafayette took the lead there, 17-14, never relinquished it, added a field goal later on. But I tell you what, this is a team that turned up the heat defensively, and then, you know, guys that had the beneficiary of that, just a great job by Billy Schaefer. He's going to pick it off. He's going to run it into the end zone. Bad pass there by Quinley. But the defensive pressure from Malik Ham, from guys up front, have done a great job here. You're going to see more pressure coming. And another interception by Billy Schaefer, one of the easiest ones. He had two easy interceptions today. He wanted to bring this back for a touchdown as well. Lafayette cooled it off there at the end and put this game away with a 10-point lead. So great job. You said it, Gary. All players, all facets of the game, exactly what you look for from your team, and I think they delivered to their coach today.
All right, we will have a chat with John Garrett when he comes over to meet with John Leone, so we'll go down on the field at that point. But some of the numbers, Lafayette rushed today for 141 yards. They threw for 157 yards. So total offense for the Leopards today, 298 yards. They caused 2 turnovers, both of them interceptions, both of them by Billy Schaefer. As in fact, 3 turnovers, as there were 3 interceptions in the ball game. As Sekou White with the other one, Billy Schaefer with a couple. And a great job by Sean Davis. 12 throws for 18, 12 for 18 for 157 yards and a touchdown. As Hayes was 64 yards on the ground, a net of 58. Gillette with 49 on the ground. Joey Gillette averaging 12.3 yards per carry today. All of the numbers favor Lafayette, the most important ones, of course, 24-14. John, I'm sure, is with a happy head coach.
You're a Cleveland fan.
Yes.
Oh, we're up here. Thank you, Gary. Thanks, Mike. Coach, you know, you've preached and preached and preached. Hard to beat. You know, sometimes when you're hard to beat, you don't get beat.
Well, what we the second part of that to hard to beat is explosive and hard to beat. And we generated explosive plays, and we were hard to beat. And the defense stopped explosive plays and turned the ball over. And so when you win the turnover battle and you're explosive and hard to beat and you take away big plays, it is a lethal combination and a great recipe for victory.
You know, Coach, listen, you're always great at maintaining an even keel, but, you know, rank this win, not that it's Penn, you know, perennial power in the Ivy League, but just the start to finish performance of this team. It's clean football, it's complementary football. The defense was relentless. I mean, was there a flaw?
Well, the message all week was to put it all together, everybody. We've had some good plays on offense. We've had some really good stints on defense, solid in the kicking game. We just had to put it all together. And we did. Yeah. All right, we played a clean game, as you said. Not many penalties. We didn't turn the ball over. We took the ball away from them. We generated explosive plays, and that's the formula. Every single game, that's it. That's it.
Coach, you got your skin on the wall. Let's get another one against those Rams next week.
All right, let's go. Let's go, Leopards.
Go Leopards. Joey Gillette, come on in here, Joey. Joey Gillette, Strongsville, Ohio, incidentally. Joey, talk about just the synergy on the sideline, how this team seemed to feed off each other. The defense fed off you guys, and you guys fed off the defense.
Yeah, it just felt great today. Everything finally came together, defense, offense, special teams, and just had a great game. And the energy was there.
Talk about your injuries. Now you had a little dinged up ankle, then you started cramping up. Any worse for the wear? You okay for next week?
I'll be all right. I was just cramping near the end. And yeah.
And for good reasons. A little warm down here. You're doing a lot of running around. Joey, congratulations. Just a terrific win. Great crowd. Go get him next week. You got it. Gary Michael, I think that's it for us from here. Yep, we don't have Billy Schaefer. Billy Schaefer, the defense. What can you say about those guys? We'll be back shortly with a little post-game. Phil Ling, back to you guys right now.
All right, I guess John could not find Billy Schaefer, but Billy certainly deserved our attention, too, for the day he had. A couple of interceptions, one returned for a touchdown, and Billy's certainly a demon on the defensive side of the football, Mike.
Yeah, you can tell that they are obviously so talented on the defensive side, and now the secondary is coming along with the front seven. So you see Sekou White, you see some of the defensive backs make big play. Go back to the Du Bois play, the pass breakup deep down the field, which could have changed the entire complexion of the game. And then you add in guys like Deron Gilbert, who's going to miss next week, but he'll learn from this. Obviously, I don't agree with the call, but at the same time, I think the secondary is coming along with that front seven.
You're coming along next week, right?
I will be there.
All right, Mike and I and Pete will be in the booth next week. We'll see you for the Fordham game at 3:30. Let's wrap everything up with John Leone and Phil Ing.
Gary Michael, thanks so much. Again, a great job, and what a fun game to call. It sounded like it. You guys did another great job. Phil, I'm not going to give you total credit. I know you collaborated with your running mate, Mike Joseph, on this, and, of course, Gary threw his 2 cents in. But, man, the keys of the game were spot on. What a complete team victory.
Yeah, absolutely. Just like Coach said, I guess that's the formula, right?
It sure is. You know what? Out of the corner of my eye, let me interrupt you because over here, you can't say enough about the defense. And the defense led by, so many people. But what can you say about number 21 all over the field? Billy, do you ever watch National Geographic or Wild Kingdom on TV? Did you ever see a real leopard chase down its prey? I'm telling you, you guys were flying to the football today. Talk about the momentum and the energy and how it all came together.
Yeah, I mean, it starts up front, stopping the run, but once we got that going, get them off their game. They can't run the ball. Just pin our ears back and go.
One of the most difficult things there is to do as a football team is when you lace them up every week. You invest so much every week to week, and you didn't come away with a win on it. And to keep lacing up and to keep picking yourself off the canvas, did you get the sense the team was ready to break through?
Yeah, even if we're not getting wins, we're getting better every week. So that's the biggest thing we can take away from a loss, even if we're not winning the game. So we've been building since the first game, and I knew we were ready to get a win.
One more thing, Billy. You had 2 interceptions today. Can you take us through them real quickly?
Oh, yeah. The first one I was just in the flat, and then I just seen him throw the ball up. He didn't even know where he was throwing it. Just ran to it, grabbed it. The second one, he was under pressure. I seen the crosser come back late, just sat back, and he just lobbed out to me. It's honestly all for the guys up front. They're the ones who put the pressure on the quarterback, so I can't make those plays without them. So
they call it the ultimate team game for a reason. Billy Schaefer, a tremendous game. Get ready for the Fordham Rams next week.
Yes,
Great job. Thank you. Boy, these post games are so much fun when this happens. Phil, what's your sense? There was a key point in the game when Fordham scored. They had cut the lead to 3, and I heard Mike Joseph say, you can't have a 3-and-out here. You can't have a 3-and-out. Well, we didn't have a 3-and-out, but we scored on one play. That was the 70. So now the defense got to go right back out there again. What's the sense on the sideline?
Well, it's really, again, a game of momentum. You obviously saw the momentum swinging back to the Penn Quaker side on that, and just to be able to come out here and quickly score and bring that momentum back on your side, it's tremendous.
We ran the ball effectively. We certainly controlled the line of scrimmage, the offensive line. What can you say? The offensive line was terrific today.
Yeah, again, we talked about that a little bit at halftime. A little dinged up, but they plug and played in there. Ran the ball well, which is what we need, and I think you saw that really open up the passing game a little bit in the second half.
Given the strength of schedule and the competition we face so far, this certainly is something to build on, Phil. They were knocking on the door today. They kicked it in. Fordham's going to be tough. It's our first Patriot League game. Does that change the dynamic in that locker room?
I don't think so. I mean, I think this couldn't come at a better time. obviously, you got a week before a Patriot League game, your first Patriot League game, coming off a big win. It just sets the stage for hopefully a great game next week.
A great game indeed. It'll be here. It'll be at 3:30 next Saturday. It'll be the Fordham Rams and the Lafayette Patriot League season opener. You can't miss it. This team is a lot of fun to watch. For John Leone, Phil Ing, congrats and a great call to Mike Joseph and Gary Laubach as usual. Thank you much, and we will see you next week.